Welcome. I'm Coach Q, and I'm confident that if you are ready to go further, faster, and be fulfilled, then it's your time to elevate your game in life, leadership, and business. Now, as a leadership life coach, I'm going to show you a proven pathway for your personal and professional growth and development and share 3 keys to really jumpstart your performance that has worked for myself and countless others. Now, this isn't a TikTok splice or a magic pill, but really it's a proven clear pathway to really help you unlock your best life in leadership, increase your performance 30, 60, 100%, and really transform your potential and results. So let's see if GrowthTime is a really good fit for you. Let's get started on this little journey. Now, the first step to elevate your game is really to determine, is this for you? Whose game will this elevate? So if you're a millennial or Gen Z business professional, this is for you. If you're a mid-level or mid-senior level manager, this is for you. And if you're an aspiring or emerging leader who really just wants the inside skinny, how to make a bigger impact and create some career growth opportunities, this is for you. And realize too, if you're an employer or you oversee these types of people, this is for you. Keep watching. Now, from my own personal life experience to almost 20 years spent in a corporate culture and having professionally coached a wide range of Gen Z and millennial business professionals like yourself, I found there's a common, painful, and frustrating experience that consistently emerges. And there are really 3 underlying complaints that are really impacting your ability to go further, faster, while being fulfilled, as you're probably continually strive to elevate your game. And here are the 3 most common complaints. The first one, no one cares about me. It's just about my performance results. And usually there's an internal dialogue that keeps running. And it usually says, no one's connected to my life experience, the motivation and feelings behind why I show up to work. Or it says, my life and work stress, challenges or setbacks always take a back seat to performing my work scope. I really just need a safe place to work through it. And I am frustrated because no one has taken that personal interest to show they truly care about me or my personal professional growth. And quite common, the question that really screams the loudest is, do I really matter, or is all that matters is what I do? Now, the second complaint, no one is committed to my personal and professional growth. And really the feeling is there's no consistent feedback, insight, or any kind of action plan to really help you elevate your game. No one's truly invested into providing that ongoing kind of guidance, accountability, and support for my personal growth, my leadership, and professional growth. But yet there's that awareness within that if I don't grow my life skills and leadership skills, I'm not going to reach my potential. I'm not going to make progress towards my goals, make the impact I hope to create, or really grow the income I hope to achieve. And the number 3 complaint, I don't have a trusted pathway to reach my potential. There isn't a clear trusted path to follow. I don't fully trust the system I'm in, and the leaders who oversee it are going to be able to bring out the best in me. I really sometimes don't have confidence in my leaders that they really don't even know how to help me grow in life and leadership. Now, if you can identify with these rocks and roadblocks, and you're really ready to take a hammer and smash a new path, then really it's time to continue on towards growth time. And the reality is, all these underlying concerns evoke strong feelings and thoughts that really affect your performance and limit your growth potential. Does this feel familiar? Not feeling valued, just disconnected from the work and the vision. Feeling unfulfilled and dissatisfied. Day to day, just missing that vibrant, energized, purpose-driven mindset, kind of like drinking a warm cup of water on a hot summer day. Maybe you're restless, constantly questioning your next career step. Feeling stagnant, really uncertain of your personal growth plan. Disengage, watching the clock, not giving that extra level of performance, perhaps fighting off some growing resentments. And then there's a frustration with the results. You're not reaching what you hope to achieve or make the impact you're longing for. And that all comes with higher stress and anxiety levels. It's that roller coaster of emotionally burnt out, navigating all these thoughts and feelings. And really, all these symptoms negatively impact your performance, compromise your ability to show up and perform for those you love and lead, and really directly impacts your career growth, your fulfillment level, and your income and future financial earning potential. And what really suffers is your life, the relationships, the habits, the well being, your leadership, impact to the business is probably the reason why you're here today. Because you're searching for that edge, that kind of missing piece, that ace in the hole, so you can go further, you can go faster. You feel like you could run free to the future you envision, to really go to that next level and find that next step. So if this sounds like you, let's just keep moving forward to growth time. So what is growth time? Growth time is based on my personal growth story and the journey to overcome those same complaints and feelings, life's obstacles and barriers, to go further, to go faster, to deliver award-winning performances while still living an energized, purpose-driven life full of joy. It's really the story of condensing over 20 years of painful growth and development lessons into a simplified, clear path for you so you can maximize your growth in life and leadership, really reach your max potential. It's really a passion to see my frustrations and disappointments turn into something good, just taking the pain and making a purpose to create a positive, clear path for you, ensuring you aren't getting robbed or cheated of the potential greatness within you, and know that you matter. Your future matters. You got people depending on your future. And growth time is going to show to be a proven path to really radically transform you and the performance in months and not decades. So my journey began out of college playing professional basketball. Having been cut by the LA Lakers and Chicago Bulls, I signed on to play with the NBA Feeder League with the Omaha Racers. While the dream of success was still out in front, man, my personhood was in confusion. Wrestling with self-doubt, fear, personal insecurities, and I often turned to destructive habits and really some self-sabotaging mindsets that undermine my potential. Frequently crossing my own boundaries, repeatedly violating, contradicting my values was like becoming the norm. Then one night I found myself, unfortunately, drinking alone into a deep, dark haze, just gaming on PlayStation. And really, the internal cry was really piercing and loud. Inside, I was saying, who cared? Who's really committed to my growth? And who could I really trust? My life was performance was suffering, and really so was I. I needed one of those come to Jesus talks. And literally, that is what happened. Through the strength of a road warrior roommate, I was introduced to faith in the great growth coach. That's my fun name for God himself. And yet this relationship with coach created a fresh start to really unlocking my potential and just began this journey to gain clarity and convictions on my why, my values, my mission, as well as the divine purpose plan for my life. And these growth lessons would form that first stop on this growth time journey I call the power of you. It's amazing. Growing in clarity and convictions dramatically energized my life, and my confidence began to skyrocket. And really, my performance went along for the ride. I went from the end of the minor league bench to signing a contract with the LA Clippers. Unfortunately, like repeated adversity struck in the form of multiple injuries over the next several years, just bringing that gut punching end to my career and dream of the NBA. Yet it was during those hardships and constant uncertainty, I kept scrapping and clawing to experience meaningful growth. Those years of pain and struggle I condensed into 2 growth lessons that significantly impacted my life quest to live my best life and really impact others. The power of beliefs, identifying and overcoming limiting beliefs, and the power of personal liberty, really creating habits to successfully self-care, manage myself to greater levels of personal internal freedom. Now, both these growth lessons that are now transforming steps in the growth time path to success. Now, the result was really the ability to show up each and day, energized, alive, balanced, and really connected to live in the moment. Man, my life performance, my game was elevated and really forever changed. Now, that might be something you're hungry for, but I'll share with you. As my life journey continued, I embarked on a sales career with the fitness industry giant 24 Hour Fitness. Secure, confident, equipped to effectively self-manage me, and I quickly rose to be the company's top sales representative and moved into a sales manager role. Amazingly, I sold over $2 million in fitness sales in just 5 years and still ranked 20 years later in the top 5 all-time in company sales history. Yet along this journey, I experienced, I heard, and observed the continual underlying pains and groans from my peers, teammates, and colleagues. Corporate culture was intoxicated with results, but these foundational cracks of care, commitment, and trust just kept eroding my engagement. No one invested in my personal growth. There was no professional growth process in place, and I just constantly felt uneasy if I would have a job month by month, despite a record of success. Does that sound familiar? It was a constant battle as I consistently questioned my next career step, fought off being disengaged, all the while navigating the imposing stress of performance. Even more disheartening was the countless good people who fell through these same cracks, feeling undervalued, underdeveloped, and really left unfulfilled. Truly a tragic waste of growth potential. You may feel like that today. The really good news is there is hope on your growth journey. So here's the first key to jumpstart your journey. It starts with the most powerful principle of growth. Clarity is king. So in a purpose-driven world, our path to meaningful, engaged, energized living is not dependent upon others. It starts with gaining clarity on you. If the vast majority of business professionals aren't clear on their personal vision, and they wonder why they consistently wrestle for answers within and without to elevate their game. So start with your why. Start with your motivation. Now, this is where you're going to have to put in the growth work, and you have to write out one strong vision statement, your why, that is filled with power words that intimately connect you and describe your motivation. Your first attempt will be a paragraph or a page. That is okay. It's a growth journey to unlock your deep-rooted why. You'll be able to identify power words and start to clarify and simplify your why as you continue to put forth the effort in the process. Now, here are a couple questions to help you navigate your guide, your journey to get clarity on your why. Number one, start with what you do and then ask yourself again and again, what motivates you to do what you do? What is that why? What motivates you to do what you do? Number two, what impact do you hope to create? With your life, with your leadership, with your business, what's the why? What impact do you really hope to create? And then number three, why do you want to create this impact? Let's drive at the heart of it in this purpose-driven statement. Why do you want to create this impact? Now, the amazing journey of getting clarity on your why, I have found personally through coaching many clients, is your why is also your superpower. It's the framework you're uniquely gifted with to impact the peeps you love and lead. And now that power needs to be unlocked, grown, and unleashed to truly elevate your game. Remember, clarity is king. And if you aren't clear on you, how will others be clear on your why to follow you? Now, often leaders like clarity themselves, but also clarity on their growth journey in leadership and business skills development. And that's part of my story. I found that I lacked clarity during the next steps of my growth journey. Feeling stagnant, restless, and out of frustration and disappointment, I decided my best choice was to career hop. But that wasn't the answer, really just a dead end. And eventually I was recruited back to 24-hour fitness world, as thankfully the company had gone through and started a powerful leadership transformation. And really I was ready and willing to be part of the solution to change that company culture. Vision, values, growth, and development were being honored and coached. And over the next 12 years, I grew into a powerful coach leader, from operating a multi-million-dollar flagship health club to managing multiple markets as a mid-senior level manager. I was focused on developing high-performance teams, grew countless careers of staff and management, and developed some fire results. Yet in the journey, faced real obstacles and adversity that really affected my performance. Painful lessons learned from not achieving results, frustration of being overlooked for promotions, navigating those challenging bosses who lead by control and command, and really overcoming market-wide employee retention and engagement challenges. But no victim here. I invested in myself, reading countless leadership books, taking personality tests, participating in corporate trainings, asking friends for advice, you name it. I was hungry to elevate my game. Yet And all these resources, they did offer some growth and lift in performance. And yet I often felt confused. Like, how would I really simplify all the pieces to this puzzle? What were the foundational pillars for leadership success? And really, how could I empower my best leadership, which really directly impacted my performance? Yet with all the information and opportunities I had at hand, it was still unclear to me what I was really needing to master. Perhaps you feel the same way. It was during this leadership run that I identified the fundamentals of winning leadership, really specifically principles, mindsets, and coaches' plays to effectively influence and really inspire my teams into game-changing action. So I took these fundamentals and turned them into growth lessons, creating a simplified, clear path for you. Power to the people, focused on increasing your influence through ownership and empowerment. Power of performance dives into coach leadership through the performance wheel. And the Power of 2020 leadership vision establishes really a personalized leadership platform to influence Gen Z and millennial workforce that you're leading right now. So which leads us really to the second key to elevate your leadership game. So the second key to jumpstart your performance growth is the most powerful growth lesson I learned that I'm sharing with you today. It's the second key, and leading with clear 2020 vision as you establish your own leadership platform. So here's some interesting stats. 76% of millennials and even higher percent of Gen Zs are looking for work that has clear vision and values, and almost 60% of the workforce falls into these two generational categories. And your performance is directly related to how you collaboratively create and inspire through vision and values. It's probably a source of frustration that's lacking towards you today. And yet elevating your game is taking that pain and turning it into a purpose. But it took me years to consolidate this concept of building a leadership platform and how to effectively create clear 2020 leadership vision and really helping others to do the same. The results were off the hook. The impact transformed employee engagement, empowered ownership, and reduced turnover. The very answer to what is impacting our workplace today. So really, here are two quick steps to start the process and can be used to establish vision, navigate change, or bring purpose to your team's performance, and really add value to the people you want to influence. The first step is called the phrase that pays. What is the slogan? What is the catchphrase? What is the motivational theme that will forecast inspirational vision to accomplish your stated goal? The best news is you don't have to have the answer. Getting your team's input is the answer. This creates a collaborative leadership approach and a platform to build on together. So really ask your team, what do we want to be known for? What do we want to be great at? Just take those two questions and brainstorm ideas and come into agreement and alignment. What you want to be known for and what do you want to be great at? Whiteboard it, gain clarity on it. Realize if companies have visionary slogans or a phrase that pays, how important is it for your own leadership platform for people to follow you and a place to stand on, to have a visionary inspirational statement and speak to it often? Number two, values. Values are the torch that's going to light your path. And most people say they have values, and values are so important, but they can't be articulate or be very clear on what those top values are specifically to them and their team. So to discuss, but really not brought into the light of your leadership. So the next step is to really whiteboard values that are important to your team to accomplish the goal and supports the vision. Get their input, these shared values, and pick and align on top 3 to 4 values that emerge, and this will be your torch. This will light your path. And your goal as a visionary leader is to hold accountability and inspire others based upon these values. These values become the reward and recognition to motivate your team. So use them, speak to them, talk to them, motivate, encourage, all around the aligned upon values to get to your goal. So look, if you're looking for more support, just go check out Q's Corner at mygrowthtime.com and be confidently assured that personal vision and creating leadership vision present a clear path to go further, faster, you being fulfilled and your team being energized. So elevating your game, that's what it's going to take to get above that crowded space. And all this leads us towards key number 3, the most powerful key to really unlock and unleash your best life in leadership, to drive the results you want and you desire. And this also moves us towards growth time, because here is where growth time is born. The year of COVID hit in 2020 and was a really tumultuous time for the world and myself included. So in the midst of personal and professional crisis that rocked my world, I connected with a personal coach and the great growth coach, God himself, which created a massive pivot. I took my why to grow and develop leaders' lives and started to create the visionary platform of GrowthTime coaching to help good people like you unlock and unleash your best life in leadership to really impact our world and the culture, because it's in desperate need. So taking 20 years of life and leadership growth and just condensing into a clear, simplified path to master the fundamentals. So I launched out as a leadership love coach, began seeing the transforming power of coaching business professionals just like you through the GrowthTime journey. Having coached a wide range of Gen Z millennial professionals and doing hundreds and hundreds of one-on-one sessions, been amazed to see the life-changing results. Just bringing a deep level of care to each person, providing commitment to your personal professional growth, and establishing trust in a process has elevated every client's performance, 100% success. Yeah, one thing that continues to stand out though, in all the coaching with all the new clients, is just their lack of a clear path how to achieve their personal life and leadership growth that really elevates their game. So let's just take a look at the typical growth journey. So the typical growth journey looks like this. It's the path that people choose to elevate your game, and it always will start with personal and professional growth. But yet, the majority of business professionals don't have that clearly defined path to achieve the needed growth to really drive and elevate their performance. So here's the typical ways people attempt to solve this problem. Number 1, they read a leadership book, recommended book, others are reading it, your boss mentioned it, it must be good, it must really pertain specifically to you, so you read it. You listen to a podcast, surf Spotify for thought leaders or industry experts, just to learn from. Whatever picks your fancy, you grab towards, you gravitate towards it. Maybe you talk to a friend, you get some advice. Maybe you join a group, social media, maybe it's church, maybe you connect with people pursuing similar interests. Maybe they'll have some more answers for you on which path or how you should grow. Or you try different careers. You job hop, you get disconnected, you disengage with what you're doing, and every couple of years you're scratching this itch and trying to make a move. Or you take a course, LinkedIn Learning, online leadership course, or perhaps job skill specific, or generalized corporate training, but you take a course to try to develop and grow your potential. Or you get feedback from a manager. So feedback from a manager, your boss gives you some, perhaps it's vague, maybe it's specific, but you decide to improve, so you jump on it. Does it sound familiar? It is called the uncertain path, not knowing or growing in the fundamentals of life or leadership. Now, all offer value and some kind of hope for growth and change, but don't clearly provide the customized individual solution to grow you, your life, your leadership, nor provide really the guidance, accountability, and support needed to expedite your growth so you can go further, faster. So don't leave your potential, your fulfillment, and future to chance, just hoping you will arrive. Don't take the unclear path and expect clear results. Take ownership of your growth to elevate your game, realizing your performance and how you show up directly affects your earnings, your earning potential, your career growth, and really the lives of those you love and lead. So that leads us really to the third key to jumpstart your performance. It's the most important and impactful one. Let's look at the growth journey and the clear path of coaching. So on the clear path of coaching, it starts with an individualized plan. It starts with a gross assessment of where you are and where your goals will take you, bringing awareness to growth opportunities in each of those 6 growth lessons or I call growth zones of growth time. A redesigned future. This is going to focus on you, your re-envisioned goals, your purpose, your vision, and your values, and start to bring them into center so that your future is clear based upon what's going to bring you fulfillment, career strength, financial opportunities. We're going to redesign that future on that clear path of coaching. 3, creating game-changing habits. What you do is going to change how you think, how you act, and the choices you make are powerful. We're going to work on creating game-changing habits to alter the path and your potential to create some peak performance results. Actionable leadership growth plan, specific to competencies needed to excel and advance in your position or the position you're desiring to grab. Then business-specific skills. The clear path of coaching will assess and grow the business skills needed to master your current role or really get you prepared for that next step. A designed alliance. The clear path of coaching is based on a designed alliance to the powerful performance-changing coach-coachee relationship centered on bringing you clarity, awareness, and invoking transformation in you as you make bold and courageous choices. And then coaching provides that guidance, that accountability and support, ensuring you arrive at your destination. Where is that destination? We all want it. It's called results. So really on that clear path of coaching, you're going to connect through each of these growth zones of growth time. And as you grow your life, leadership, and business skills, you're going to find that you're going to get results. So we're going to look through the power of you, the power of your beliefs and overcoming limiting beliefs, the power of personal liberty. And then in leadership, we're going to look power to your people, power of performance, and 2020 leadership vision. So we're going to connect on all of them and stay strong in those growth zones, all based around your clearly defined goal and the results taking center stage. So the growth time pathway of coaching is going to take you through that journey, all in mind to help you attain and get results in your clearly defined goal and the results that you want. So we can start with your defined coaching goal. So this is what your defined coaching goal may look like. You're looking for career growth, life coaching, leadership coaching, relationship coaching, performance coaching, business skills coaching, purpose coaching, life skills coaching, spiritual coaching. What is that missing piece? If you're not sure, no problem. Coaching is actually going to help you clarify and put in place the growth steps to get there. Now let's look at the destination of coaching. Coaching has to lead to something. Coaching has to lead to results. I look at it as the inverted pyramid of results. So results, it's going to be clarity of your desired results. You want to be that top game-changing performer. You want more freedom, joy, and balance in your life. You want that new career opportunity that aligns with your vision and values. Maybe you want to develop executive presence leadership skills. Perhaps develop really connected relationships. But in it, you're going to want results. And out of the results, it's going to stem from you elevating your performance. It's the catalyst to seeing the change in the results you want. Below that, we've got to unlock your best life and leadership. We do that by getting to that cornerstone of growth time, a coaching through that proven pathway so that you can become that best God version of yourself. You can have the life you desire and feel that meaning fulfillment you crave and really deliver the income you desire. Heck, even grow the business career you envision. But it starts with that cornerstone, getting in the growth time, getting great at those fundamentals, and just coaching through this proven pathway. So is coaching for me, right? Is it a good fit? Well, let's just take a look at some results. Let's take a look at the numbers. And this is what it's going to start to take. I want change. I want a clear path to reach and live to my potential. I want to increase my performance by 30, 60, 100%. I want results. So is coaching for you? Well, if you want these 4 things, that's the solution. And let's look at the numbers. 80% of people involved in coaching increase confidence and reduce stress. That is awesome. Cha-ching, 70% increase their work performance. 60% increase their leadership effectiveness. Your star is starting to rise, baby. And then look, 63% experience improvements in their relationship. People will actually start to love you. And then 81% improve their time management skills. Can you imagine how much you're going to get done and how efficient you are when you develop those game-changing habits? So look, the game elevating testimonies. These are business professionals just like you who have experienced the power of coaching to really elevate their game. They went through it. They shifted their performance. They put in the growth work, and they radically changed the outcomes they were hoping to achieve. Now look, being fulfilled, being fully empowered, they're able to go further. They're able to go faster. They are well on their way to their great growth journey and living their best life and leading at a high level. So let's be transparent. Maybe coaching is not for you. And here's the thing. Coaching is not for you if you don't want to put in the growth work. Just don't want to do it. Number two, you're just okay with the status quo. Number three, you really believe that flying solo is going to help land your plane. And if this is your mindset, then coaching is not for you. But I'm believing that's not going to be your story. So what's the next step? The next step is to invest in you. 3 to 5% of your income into your growth, your development, and your future. People, businesses know that investing in their growth and development is going to shift and change performance and results. 3 to 5%. You're worth it. The people in your life will benefit. The impact you are purposed to create will thank you. As you invest in you, look, your earning potential will continue to grow. You are the best investment with the biggest payoff yet to come. So let's take a look at how it really works. Here's GrowthTime coaching. Programs range from $997 to $4997. And in that GrowthTime coaching program, there's going to be a GrowthTime life and leadership assessment, a strategy call, one-on-one impactful, powerful coaching sessions. We're going to connect on the Gallup Strength Finder leadership coaching on, weekly review of all action plans, and it may even involve group training and workshops. And the great part right now to be part of the coaching program is it's going to give you lifetime access to the Power of You online course. 20 different modules to help you unlock and unleash and move you towards clarity, convictions, and confidence. You can learn more about that at mygrowthtime.com, the Power of You online course, but it's included with all GrowthTime coaching. So really, what's your next step? Your next step is to just start. It's the most powerful decision you can make when it's time for change. Just start and move into action. Get connected to GrowthTime coaching and start reaping the reward and the results you're hungry to see. Just start. And so how are you going to do it? It starts with a free 30-minute huddle. So just click the link below to get connected. And what we're going to connect on is the individualized action plan to elevate your game, your performance. We'll look at a template to start redesigning your future. We'll look at a free evaluation, but it's going to really take to get you from point A to point B. So just click on the link below, and now is that time to get connected. Now is the time to start. Now is the time to move forward in power and make that powerful choice. Take advantage of step key number 3, so you could have that elevated game peak performance training you deserve, you need. It's going to impact you. Thanks for taking the time to listen to the GrowthTime story. I'm really hoping those 3 keys will help jumpstart your performance. And if you identified with the pain, and if you understand that there's purpose, and you really want that power to move forward, to reach your ultimate potential, and really elevate your game and your performance, really look forward to connecting with you. Let's set up that time. Let's see if we're a great fit. And I'm hungry to see the impact we can make together in your life, in your family, in your legacy, in your career, being fully fulfilled as you navigate that journey. So what time is it? It's always growth time, baby.